Starfighter Outlaw development updates. So this is a long time coming. It is June 2nd. Lots of tools I have made for producing levels. Lots of testing and construction on the back end to be able to get things going here. But what I wanted to do is give an update as to what's going on. So as you can see on the left side, I've created a campaign editor where you can modify the different levels available and the requirements to get to those, assign different scenes within Unity. Now, yes, you can do this within the Unity interface itself, but it takes a long time. So I've scripted an editor to where if I want to move levels around, I can do so, and it will save automatically. If I want to edit levels, I can more easily click on them, see where they're located, create new chapters, create new levels, and also build the menu graphics and objects so that they reflect. It would take a lot of time to be able to test that as a user, as a developer, so this helps guarantee that things are going to be arranged in the correct fashion. Route Level Designer. This is definitely applicable here, where if I open this up, you can see this is kind of out of character for this level, since you're probably not going to see a big space dock here. But as you can see, if I were to delete this, you see things move greatly. If I were to add back in the space dock, I can move things around, etc. This is going to speed up level creation process. As you can see, if I want to move things around, great. If I zoom out and go back to actually this one here, you can see that there's, what this is showing is enemy waves. So I can more easily, quickly dictate when enemies show up, and you can see them on screen. That really helps the designing of levels, as well as possibly automating randomized levels within the game. So yes, you can do this all manually within Unity itself, but if I want to be able to move things around, this is going to greatly increase the speed as to which you can build levels. Further along, Shipwave Editor. I don't know if I have one. No, I do have one. So what I've done here is design how, if an enemy spawns on screen, what that will look like. And I've generated some previews so that instead of, yes, you can do this within Unity. It takes a lot of work to be able to even, you really can't visualize it within Unity without hitting the play button to have the game actually run itself. But this allows me to go in, edit what the behaviors are between different points, visualize what's going to happen, and as well as down here, you can see this is the behavior of how on screen, how these enemy waves should be behaving. So this greatly speeds up development of levels. Dialogue, conversation editor. This is really more so a more customized sequencer where I can go in. This uses a lot of Unity features, but we go ahead and update. If I were to move these camera transitions around, it will update director timeline within Unity. I'm not going to do that here, but what I've incorporated, which is a dialogue system. If I were to move, so I have someone talking here, I have an assigned video of what's supposed to play and the text that is supposed to display. This can all be edited on this screen. And what happens is it synchronizes all of the objects involved. You can see the auto sync up here. There's a signal track. How Unity works is, what I've done is said, hey, I want to be able to add some dialogue. I want to dictate what is going to display on screen for the text, closed captioning basically, as well as assign a video clip, and it tells me the length. I can adjust the length of the video, although videos are pretty much straightforward, but I can assign a length for what's displayed, as well as the important one, the music, how the music plays down below. I can assign the start time, the end time. I can tell this grid to always fill to the end. I can tell there's a couple things I can do. I can remove some of these. Will shift the whole grid around. So that makes things a lot easier. If I were to say, you know what, I don't want James to say this here. If I were to remove this, I would have to go in and modify possibly every single object, possibly 10, 15 different objects within Unity itself. So this speeds up the building of levels.